Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello, welcome once again to Chinese Pod. We bring you lessons in spoken Mandarin. We come from Shanghai, China. My name is Ken Carroll.
I'm Jenny.
And we have a newbie lesson today that is for complete beginners. Although this is a challenging newbie lesson today. If you've never had a lesson in Chinese before, it'll be relatively challenging, but you'll get there because we'll make it comprehensible to you. Now, I've also learned something here today, and I've learned an English word today, Jenny. And the word is cilantro. Because this morning when I came here, I didn't know what cilantro was.
AKA coriander.
Coriander. So I think in our North American cousins call it cilantro.
Yes.
And the rest of the world calls it
coriander. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know what the rest of the world calls it. I call it coriander. Now, so we have a dialogue that talks about cilantro or coriander, because I know that some people don't like it.
Yes, and it's very commonly used in Chinese cooking.
I have absolutely no problem with it.
I love it. Yeah, I guess it's something you either love or hate.
I think so. And it was John Passon who pushed this upon us because he has issues with cilantro, coriander. Yes. And so he thought that if there are others out there, suffering the same pain, that they would really like to know how to tell somebody in a restaurant to hold the cilantro. Don't put any cilantro on my food. So we've got a dialogue here. Let's listen to it 3 times and we'll come back and we'll break it down for you.
Dialogue first time.
要吃什么？
一碗拉面，不要香菜。
一点都不要。
对，一点都不要。
Second time.
要吃什么？
一碗拉面，不要香菜。
一点都不要。
对，一点都不要。
Third time.
要吃什么？
一碗拉面，不要香菜。
一点都不要。
对，一点都不要。
Okay, good. How about translations?
Yep. 要吃什么？
What would you like to eat?
要吃什么？
What would you like to eat?
要吃什么？一碗拉面，不要香菜。
A bowl of noodles, but hold the cilantro.
一碗拉面，不要香菜。
A bowl of noodles, but without the cilantro.
一碗拉面，不要香菜。一点都不要。
You don't want any at all?
一点都不要。
None at all?
一点都不要。对，一点都不要。
That's right. I don't want any at all.
对，一点都不要。
That's right. I don't want any.
对，一点都不要。
Okay. Now, you're in the restaurant, obviously, A and B. And the waiter or waitress says, again, asking you what you'd like to eat in the same context. Like, what do you want to order or what do you have or whatever expressions in English. So the expression in Chinese is
要吃什么？
Okay, now the verb here is 吃. That's the first tone, and
Correct.
it means to eat.
To eat. Yeah.
Now the second verb here we have is
要
yao, and that's fourth tone.
Yes.
Now put those together for us, please, Jenny, would you?
要吃，要吃。
Great. Now, so the verb yao to want and the
Yes.
verb 吃 to eat together means eat. Well, to form the full question, you have to add
什么？什么
Now, 什么 means what.
What?
Now, literally translated, it means want to eat what.
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Indeed, you don't need a pronoun there. You just say want to eat what. 要吃什么?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the question. Now, let's listen to the music here again of that sentence.
要吃什么？要吃什么？
要吃什么? Okay, now you want you'd like a bowl of noodles, and that is
一碗拉面，一碗拉面。
okay. Now there's a lot of interesting things here
Yes.
to look at. 一碗拉面. Now,
We've got a measure word there.
a measure word.
Yeah.
So 一 meaning one,
碗 yes.
and the word 碗
碗
meaning
bowl.
bowl. So let's hear those two together, please, Jenny.
一碗，一碗
That means a bowl. 一碗. And of noodles, what kind of noodles is?
面，面
Okay, but in this case we called it.
拉面。
Now, what does la mian mean? What's the
La
difference?
mian is the traditional Chinese noodle. If you've seen how they make it,
Yeah.
because they work the dough by pulling it, keep pulling it
okay.
to make them
So-
longer and longer.
Great. So the la means to pull.
Yes.
So literally translated, it would be like pulled noodles.
Yes.
So they pull that stuff apart.
Yeah.
And they kind of shake it, and it
And they keep doing it,
mysteriously forms
yeah,
the shape.
repeat doing it.
And that's called la mian.
Yes.
Right now, great.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Chinese Pod Trivia. Our first question is, how long will it take you to become an intermediate Chinese speaker using the Chinese Pod app? Is it A, the rest of your life? B, you should already be an intermediate speaker? C, 3 months? Or D, Chinese Pod has an app?
You should already be in.
Ooh, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, 3 months. That's right. Head over to ChinesePod.com now to register for your access to over 4,000 lessons. Get the Chinese Pod app now on Google Play or the App Store.
So again, a bowl of noodles is
一碗拉面。
okay. Now, John's request was to let people, to teach them how to say, I don't want cilantro. Now, the word for cilantro is
香菜，香菜
great, 香菜. Now, if you say, I don't want 香菜, how do you say that?
不要香菜。
Great, 不要. Now, we had the verb 要 in the first
First
sentence,
sentence.
meaning to want.
Yes.
And 不要 means I don't want.
Yes.
Great. So, one more time, I don't want cilantro.
不要香菜，不要香菜。
So it's as simple as that. You're ordering your noodles or whatever it is. You want to tell the waiter that you don't want any cilantro in the food. One more time, you say,
不要香菜。
great. I don't mind it at all. I love the stuff. I have no.
Me
I
too.
never say 不要香菜. I
I
never say
have
that.
never said that.
Indeed. Now, so the waiter means you mean you don't want any at all, and he'll say,
一点都不要，一点都不要。
now, at the end of that, you've got 不要. Now, and that means don't want. Now, this is a really, really useful phrase. And it's could be slightly confusing, but let's go through it piece by piece. Now, 一点 meaning
A little.
a little bit.
Yes.
Now, 都 meaning all,
Or yeah.
Yeah.
At all.
at all.
I think here
Yeah.
means
不要. Now, literally translated, even a little bit, you all don't want. Yeah? Essentially meaning you don't want anything, even a little bit.
yes.
Right, and that's the best way to translate it. So 一点 meaning a little, don't meaning all, 不要. The best way to
Don't
translate is
want.
I don't want anything at all. So in this case, it's a question. So she's asking you, and she says it. She says,
一点都不要，一点都不要。
and you want to confirm that, you say,
对，一点都不要。
great. Now, one way to remember this phrase is when you want to indicate you don't want anything at all, you want to have nothing to do with this, 一点都不要. Okay? And I suggest that you sing that over, you practice over. Could you give us that sentence two more
Sure.
times, please?
一点都不要，一点都不要。
Okay, so if you're at home practicing, you can prance around the room saying it over and over.
Yeah,
again.
and it just sounds so determined.
Yes. 一点都不要.
Imperative, yes.
一点都不要. I mean, I'm not having any of this. You could add some drama there. It might help you to retain it. Okay, let's listen to that dialogue 3 more times, please.
Dialogue first time.
要吃什么？
一碗拉面， 不要香菜。
一点都不要。
对，一点都不要。
Second time.
要吃什么？
一碗拉面，不要香菜。
一点都不要。
对，一点都不要。
Third time.
要吃什么？
一碗拉面，不要香菜。
一点都不要。
对，一点都不要。
Okay, that was restaurant language. Hope that was useful. I learned something today. Cilantro is known as coriander or in certain parts of the world, but there you go. Don't forget that you can drill down on ChinesePod.com, explore this language in a lot more detail, see the characters and so on. But in the meantime, we will be back again tomorrow with another lesson. But for now, from Shanghai, China, it's time for myself, Ken Carroll, and Jenny Chu.
Yes,
I'll
to
beat
say.
you to it, Jenny. To say.
Yes.
再
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
0383.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0383
0383.
and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0383.